Welcome back to our channel Optimal Digital Delights. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. This it would be a follow-up video on the video we posted a few days back on your opinions on how Pacific Engagement Visa holder would seek transition fee subsidies from the PNG government to help you transition well into Australia in terms of cost subsidizing. In my observation, I've seen a few challenges with transitioning into Australia when you're finding your first few days in Australia and trying to settle it. So I think the government, Papua New Guinea or PNG government, this much to help our citizens who are pursuing that path to transition well into Australia. This is basically a personal observation and research, and it's not sponsored by the DFED or Immigration of Australia. Now, we have had a couple of good feedback as well as critical feedback from individuals of different backgrounds, as well as economics, who brought up interesting topics on the gross natural product. So it's something for us to further the discussion. If you're still interested to understand how this would impact the economy of Papua New Guinea, you can comment on the link below, as well as if you're coming from a background of understanding tax benefits and you want to further have the discussion, you can comment on the link below for us to further the discussion. A lot of us are coming with negative feedbacks. If you don't have anything critical, anything with good feedback, with good understanding to comment on this discussion, this open forum discussion, we'd like you to have some respect and comment with consideration. Okay, so if you are not careful with what you're commenting in response to some feedbacks, there's awareness on cybercrime. I will put the link of the video here so you can go and have a look. There's defamatory publication which could be filed for in court, so be mindful when you're responding to anything on this video or any other social media platforms, including your email, your WhatsApp, your text messages. Okay, so this concept would not be a new concept. Countries like China and South Korea have been sending their expatriates overseas, and they've been giving back to the country through this process, similar process. So maybe it's time for the PNG government to consider this. When you send someone overseas, you maybe allocate some funds for us to transition well, for us to add on to what we already have as PEV holders. I'm not a PEV holder, but I'm talking, making awareness on behalf of people, especially young people. I've seen young people around my community who are in need of such support. They might have a 5 grand, 2 grand or so, and they would need something like that. The age, as you all know, in the PEV criteria, age is 18 to 45. The minimum age ranges from 18 to 23 or something. This range of individuals in our country are still in search of jobs. So this would be the population who would like to help them financially in a small way. Like if you're spending a 5,000 kina, it's appeal to government or to business houses to come on board and help our young people, because from my experience, I've seen young people going overseas and coming back have positively changed their mindset and the way they see the world. for the bigger picture, and then in turn will contribute economically to the country. Now, this economic aspect is another big thing to continue discussion into, and we invite economists to come on board this discussion, and we'll continue this discussion. Otherwise, it's something that is not permanent solution, but it's something we're suggesting. If you're a public servant, you know the amount of tax we are paying to the government. Every fortnight, we are paying a range of maybe 1,000 to 2,000 for senior public servants, and in return, what do we get? What do we get? Do we get subsidized healthcare? Do we get subsidized school fee that is affordable? Still, we don't get that. So maybe it's something for the government to consider, and business houses. I've seen provincial governments subsidizing people going down for LMU, people going down for the labor mobility scheme or the Pacific Australian labor mobility scheme. Now that's been subsidized, but for the PV as well, if we could have them or have sponsors available for us to support this, especially these youngsters who are still not financially capable of moving down. So going down, you would have secured a job offer, but in the first few days that you would be going around looking for a house or maybe a car, you would need to have enough to cover for that. So it's still up for discussion. If you still query this, I just tell again, this is not a law or it's not a policy, so we're just making awareness for this program to be effective as possible. Okay, thank you for your comments again, and do comment again. The link below will get back to you on the next video. Bye for now.